If you think wide pants make you look bigger, shorter, or older, think again. I've seen it happen over and over. Women over 60 fall in love with a beautiful pair of wide-leg pants, take them home, try them on, and then banish them to the back of the closet because they just don't look right. The truth? It's not the pants. It's the styling. In fact, when worn with the right balance, fabric, and proportions, wide pants can be one of the most flattering, elegant, and confidence-boosting pieces in your wardrobe. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn them from something you avoid into something you can't wait to wear. We'll walk through 5 common styling mistakes most women over 60 make without even realizing it, and the simple tweaks that transform wide pants from shapeless to stunning. This isn't about chasing trends or hiding your age. It's about stepping into clothes that reflect who you are today, confident, vibrant, and effortlessly stylish. So, if you're ready to reclaim both your style and your reflection, hit that subscribe button, tap like, and share this video with a friend. Let's make your next pair of wide pants the most elegant thing you own. I want to start with the women who've shown me, time and again, that wide pants aren't just about fabric and fit. They're about transformation. Take Helen, 63. For most of her life, she believed wide-leg pants were for taller women. "I'll just disappear in them," she'd say. Then, one day, she decided to try something different. A pair with soft vertical stripes, a structured waistband, and a cropped hem that stopped just above her ankle. She paired them with a tucked-in blouse and simple block heels. The moment she saw herself in the mirror, her posture shifted. "I feel taller," she laughed, "and I didn't have to change a thing about my height." Margaret, 68, had a different struggle. She wanted comfort without sacrificing shape, but every pair she tried either hugged too tightly or sagged in all the wrong places. Her breakthrough came with a style that had a smooth, flat front and an elasticized back waistband, structured in the front, forgiving in the back. She styled them with a half-tucked silk top and a slim leather belt. "It's the first time in years I've worn pants all day and didn't want to change the moment I got home," she told me. Then there's Elaine, 70. She'd been living in a world of beige and black, playing it safe for so long that color felt foreign. One afternoon, she stepped into a cobalt blue pair of wide pants and matched them with a crisp white blouse. The effect was electric. "I didn't realize how much I'd been blending into the background until I saw myself like this," she said. "It feels like I just woke up." Joyce, 61, took a completely different approach. Recently retired, she wanted to feel put together at home without sacrificing comfort. Her solution? Wide legs, pants in a soft, drapey fabric, paired with a long cardigan and a fitted tank. She wore them with chic flats around the house and added a necklace if she needed to run out for errands. "It's my new uniform," she told me. "I'm comfortable, but I still feel like me, the version of me that's ready for anything." What these women have in common isn't a particular body type or personal style. It's the way wide pants reshaped how they felt in their own skin. They stood taller, their eyes lit up. They walked with a quiet kind of confidence that came from seeing themselves differently. Not younger, not slimmer, but more present. As one of them put it, "I didn't change my body, I just changed how I dressed it." That's the real power of the right pair of wide pants. They're not just clothes, they're a catalyst. They can remind you of your elegance, your energy, and the part of you that's been there all along, just waiting for the right moment to shine. And here's the best part. The kind of transformation Helen, Margaret, Elaine, and Joyce experienced doesn't require an entire wardrobe overhaul. It starts with knowing the small adjustments that make wide pants work for you instead of against you. Up next, we'll talk about one of the easiest, and most overlooked ways to instantly elevate your wide leg look. Spoiler, it's on your feet, and it can make or break the elegance you're going for. The wrong shoes. Let's talk about something most women don't even realize is sabotaging their wide leg pants: the shoes. You could have the most beautifully tailored pair in the perfect fabric and color, but if the shoes are wrong, the whole look collapses. I've seen it so many times. A gorgeous, flowing pant paired with clunky sneakers, heavy platform soles, or overly casual sandals. The elegance disappears, and instead of looking intentional, the outfit feels weighed down. The goal with wide-leg pants is always the same: elongate your legs and support the graceful drape of the fabric. Shoes should work with that, not against it. Chunky soles and heavy shapes cut your line, making you look shorter and breaking the flow. And while casual shoes have their place, pairing them carelessly with wide pants can make even the most stylish woman look underdressed. When Helen first discovered her love for wide pants, she was still wearing the same sneakers she used for her morning walks. Practical? Absolutely. Flattering? Not at all. The bulky soles interrupted the smooth line of her pants and made the look feel clumsy. One day she switched them for a pair of sleek leather trainers in a soft beige. Still casual, still comfortable, but streamlined. The difference was immediate. Her legs looked longer, her outfit felt lighter, and the whole look had a quiet polish she didn't expect from sneakers. The right shoes don't have to mean towering heels or sacrificing comfort. In fact, most of the time, it's the subtle lift or the refined silhouette that makes the magic. A pointed toe flat can extend the visual line of your leg without adding an inch of height. Low block heels offer stability and elegance, while kitten heels bring a soft femininity that works beautifully with the movement of wide pants. In summer, wedge sandals can be a perfect match. They lift just enough to let the pants skim gracefully, and their shape balances the volume. Even sneakers can be a win, as long as they're minimal, clean, and in a neutral tone that complements your outfit rather than fighting with it. The best part? These shoe choices aren't just about style. They're about how you feel walking in them. When your shoes support the elegance of your pants, you move differently. You stand taller. There's a confidence in your stride that people notice before they even register what you're wearing. So here's the gentle truth. If your wide-leg pants have ever left you feeling off, the problem might not be the pants at all. It might be at your feet. And the moment you get this right, every pair of wide pants you own suddenly becomes easier to wear. Up next, we'll talk about a tiny detail that has an outsized impact on your elegance. One that can take your wide-leg look from almost right to effortlessly polished in seconds. And it all starts with a pair of scissors, or more likely, your tailor, the perfect length. Why hemlines matter more than you think. Here's something I've learned after years of working with women over 60. You can spend hours finding the right wide-leg pants, but if the length is wrong, the elegance disappears instantly. It's such a subtle detail that many women overlook it, and yet, it's the difference between looking intentional and looking like you grabbed whatever was on the hanger. Pants that puddle on the ground don't just look messy, they visually pull you downward. They swallow your shoes, weigh down your movement, and, let's be honest, they're a tripping hazard. On the other hand, pants that are too short can chop your legs in half, breaking that beautiful vertical line wide pants are meant to create. I once worked with Margaret, who had a pair of gorgeous cream wide-leg trousers she loved but rarely wore. She told me they just didn't feel right, but couldn't figure out why. The fabric was perfect, the fit was flattering, and she had paired them with a sleek pair of low heels. When I looked closer, the answer was obvious. They were about an inch too long, grazing the floor instead of the top of her shoe. That extra inch made her legs look shorter and the pants look heavier. We had them hemmed so they barely touched the top of her heel, and the transformation was instant. Her legs appeared longer, her stride looked lighter, and the entire outfit suddenly read as tailored and polished instead of almost there. She laughed when she put them back on. "I can't believe I waited 2 years to fix this," she said. The sweet spot for length depends on the style. Full-length wide pants should just graze the top of your shoe. No more, no less. Cropped versions should land at the slimmest part of your ankle, never mid-calf, where the eye cuts your leg in the most unflattering way. And here's the thing. These aren't rules to limit you, they're tools to help you look your best. A tailor can be your best friend here. A small adjustment, often less than an inch, can completely change the way your pants drape and how you feel wearing them. The truth is, elegance often lives in the smallest details. Getting the length right tells the world you've thought about your outfit, that every part of it is intentional. And at this stage in life, intentionality is the ultimate luxury. It says you're not dressing for trends, you're dressing for yourself. Next, we're going to look at another often overlooked detail that can either amplify your style or drown it completely, and it's hiding in plain sight on the very fabric of your pants. Chaotic prints. When patterns overpower your presence. Prints can be one of the most joyful parts of getting dressed. They can tell a story about your personality before you say a single word. But here's the thing. When it comes to wide-leg pants, not all prints are created equal. I've seen women with the most beautiful posture, the most confident energy, completely hidden behind a pattern that overpowers rather than enhances them. It happens more often than you'd think. You find yourself drawn to a bold floral or a dramatic geometric design in the store. It feels lively, adventurous. But then you get it home, put it on, and suddenly, it's all anyone can see. The pants are wearing you, not the other way around. The cut of the pants, the drape of the fabric, even the way you move, all get lost in a sea of color and contrast. Elaine, at 70, shared a perfect example. On a trip to Hawaii, she fell in love with a pair of wide-leg pants in a bright tropical print. "They made me smile in the store," she told me. "I thought they were fun, different, something I'd never usually wear." But each time she put them on at home, she felt a little deflated. "I looked like I was wearing a beach towel," she said with a laugh. The oversized leaves and flowers seemed to stretch across her frame, making her look broader and shorter. The fix was simple but transformative. Elaine swapped those pants for a pair in a rich emerald green with a subtle tone-on-tone jacquard pattern. The fabric still had interest, little raised details that caught the light, but they didn't shout for attention. Instead, the deep green brought warmth to her complexion, and the understated texture invited people to look a little longer, to notice her face, her posture, her presence. "Now," she told me, "people notice me before they notice my pants." That's the balance you're after. Wide-leg pants already make a visual statement with their shape and movement. If you add an overpowering print on top of that, you risk tipping from chic into chaotic. Instead, you want patterns that work with the silhouette, patterns that elongate, guide the eye, and create harmony. Vertical stripes are a classic choice for exactly this reason. They draw the gaze up and down, making your legs look longer. Small-scale florals or patterns in shades close to each other can add softness without bulk. And solid colors in rich neutrals or jewel tones, those will never let you down. Think of prints like seasoning in a dish. A pinch can bring out the best in the other ingredients. Too much can drown everything out. If you want to make a statement, let it come from one focal point at a time. Maybe it's a silk scarf knotted at your neck, a bold pair of earrings, or a handbag in an unexpected color. Let your wide-leg pants be the elegant foundation, not the loudest voice in the room. Once you master prints with wide pants, something wonderful happens. Your outfit options multiply. Suddenly, you're not stuck in the safety zone of all solids. You're making deliberate choices, patterns that highlight your best features, colors that bring light to your skin, and combinations that feel fresh without being overwhelming. And here's the best part. When your prints are right, they do more than just flatter your body. They frame your personality. They allow people to see you first, your smile, your confidence, your energy, before they take in the details of what you're wearing. Now, once you've nailed the fabric and pattern, there's another key element that can completely change the way your wide-leg pants frame your body. It's not about the pants themselves at all. It's about what's happening on top. And that's where so many women go wrong, often without realizing it. Oversized tops with wide pants. When comfort steals your shape. Of all the styling pitfalls I see with wide leg pants, this one tops the list. Pairing them with an equally oversized top. On paper, it makes perfect sense. Loose on the bottom, loose on the top. It sounds comfortable, forgiving, and effortless. But in reality, it often wipes out your shape entirely, leaving you looking and feeling heavier than you are. The graceful drape of the pants turns into bulk, and the elegance disappears under layers of fabric. Joyce, 61, knows this story all too well. After retiring, she gravitated toward big, cozy sweaters over her wide pants. "I just wanted to be comfortable," she told me. "I thought if I kept things loose, I could hide the parts I didn't like." But when she saw herself in photos, she had a different realization. She wasn't hiding. She was vanishing. Her shoulders seemed slumped, her proportions blurred, and the confident presence she once had was nowhere to be found. We made one small but powerful change. Joyce traded the oversized sweater for a lightweight blouse in a similar soft fabric. She tucked just the front of it, what stylists call a French tuck, and added a slim belt to define her waist. The result was immediate. Her legs looked longer, her shoulders more open, and her whole silhouette came to life. "I still feel like me," she said, "but it's the best version of me." That's the secret. Balance doesn't mean tight. It means intentional. Wide leg pants already carry volume, so your top should provide definition to counterbalance it. This doesn't require stiff, fitted tops that feel restrictive. It can be as simple as a cropped jacket that ends at your hip bone, giving a natural break in the vertical line, a tailored blouse with a gentle tuck that hints at your waist, a knit top that skims your body rather than pooling around it. These choices create a vertical flow that draws the eye upward and downward, not side to side. They keep the comfort while restoring proportion. And here's the best part. You don't have to give up your favorite loose tops. You can still wear them, you just wear them smarter. Layer a flowing tunic over a fitted tank and cinch it with a medium-width belt. Take a roomy cardigan and push up the sleeves to reveal more of your arms. Or do a half tuck with your oversized blouse so it frames you rather than swallows you. It's not about losing fabric, it's about placing it strategically so it works for you, not against you. When you reclaim your shape this way, something shifts. Your outfit stops looking like a random collection of clothes and starts looking like a curated style. The difference between wearing wide pants and owning them comes down to this sense of control and intention. People see you, not just the clothes you happen to be in. And once you've got the shoes, the length, the prints, and the top all working together, there's one more layer that can turn your wide leg pants from simply nice to unforgettable. It's the finishing touch that tells the world you didn't just get dressed. You styled yourself with care, with personality, and with pride. That final layer is hiding in your accessories, and it has more power than most women realize. At the heart of everything we've talked about today is a simple truth. Wide pants have no age limit. Elegance isn't about chasing the newest trend or spending a fortune. It's about intention. It's the way you choose each element, not just to dress your body, but to honor it. I've seen women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s wear them with a grace that turns heads, not because of the pants themselves, but because of the way they own them. You don't need more clothes, you need better decisions. Decisions that make you feel taller in your posture, lighter in your step, and more at home in your own skin. That's what style really is. Not a costume to please the world, but a reflection of the woman you already are. So tell me, which of these ideas will you try first? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if this conversation sparked something in you, maybe a shift in how you see your own reflection, I hope you'll like this video, share it with someone who deserves to feel the same, and join me here by subscribing. Because this stage of life is powerful, beautiful, and your style should rise to meet it.